This is a fabulous sports babe quick fix on Radio Influence.
I got to be honest with you. I always felt like if you wanted to kneel or stand, and I have to tell you this, I have some people who are Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't get up for the national anthem. They never did. At first I was kind of weird, and now I know the people. But they don't get up for the national anthem. And this whole thing just, oh, it's a terrible thing. I don't know if it's a terrible thing. You know what? If you don't like it, it's fine. But people, it's become this whole politicized thing that people didn't even realize. And just because it's the flag and all of that, you people need to be around in the 60s. You have no idea what this is about. You know, and I have to tell you, PBS, Ken Burns, it was unbelievable. I think the last one might be this weekend. But it's all of the stuff that we saw here every day at 6:30. Every day it's what we saw. But they have everything that went on from the Vietnamese side too. And I watched this thing, and at some point they had this man who was there, and he was in, you know, an army uniform. And I said, that's somebody's father. I mean, that man was dead. And there were other people, and you could kind of see from the side, and I thought, that's somebody's kid. And it kind of freaked me out that, yes, at the beginning they say this is going to be squirrely, and it is squirrely. But later on they say, I want this guy's head, and they get his head and they put him there. And I'm thinking, he's somebody's son. He's somebody's brother, even though he was from North Vietnam and all that. I can't tell you, if you didn't see it, you need to see it. It's just incredible. You know, I probably, through friends, people that were brothers of friends of mine, I probably could think of maybe 9 or 10 people who passed away from the Vietnam War. But, you know, they had something like 50,000 of this and well over 200,000 of the North Vietnamese. And for what? We get down to it didn't mean anything at all. And if you watch it and you see what this country was doing and how people like me were in places like Boston, and I mean, and I wasn't even that old, you know, but I took off like crazy. But I went to Boston. I went to New York. I mean, I don't remember going to Washington. But if there was a protest, I was there anyway. But it's really good. And I keep thinking to myself, sometimes when I watch it, it hurts me inside. I don't know if that's the word I can use, but I feel that way inside. And when they show the protests and they show people beating you up and they took over NYU and all those kind of things. And I just remember being in the protest side of things. And it seems so weird, even though we're so divided right now. It seems kind of weird. And when you look at the NFL, you know what? I think that's part of the thing. If you don't like it, it's all right. And let me just tell you this thing about in honor of America, that crap never happened until Nixon did it sometime in the early 70s, 71, 72. He was gone in 74, right? Bastard. But you know what? I mean, we never had that. There was never an honor America until he said, we got to do this right now. And I thought, well, I was out there in the demonstrators and they were calling me a communist and a pinko. And I thought, God, that's the best you can do. That's the best. But little by little, you began to realize that 80% of us, it became 40 and there were 67%, close to 70% that did not want this war anymore. And we'll never see that type of war again.
The Fabulous Sports Babe can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and RadioInfluence.com.